Welcome to the next video about FlightZoomer. In this video I show again a real flight from last Saturday morning. This means that I synchronized the recorded onboard video here with the replay flight feature, so that my emulator here represents exactly my ground station as it looked during the flight. I have already started the video and the replay, and additionally have loaded the same route as in the last video that I have posted. At this point the autopilot has been activated and the LNAV and the VNAV mode have been set. Unfortunately, the replay feature does not show the autopilot modes exactly as they were during the flight. But here we have the two modes. In this video I will present for the first time the new version 2.1. In comparison, the last flight was done with version 2.0. And while version 2.0 worked beautifully, there was still room to improve the precision of the autopilot. Therefore, I decided to bring a minor upgrade, the version 2.1. During the flight, I will explain the areas where version 2.1 improved significantly over version 2.0. One area that was improved was to consider the turn initiation time. As the turn rate cannot jump from 0 to the target turn rate in no time, the times to ramp up and down the turn rate need to be incorporated into the flight path calculations. This increases significantly the precision how the aircraft follows the planned flight track. Another important improvement for version 2.1 is the active correction of a deviation crabwise along the straight legs. This now works for LNAV and the ILS Localizer mode. The third important change was an algorithm to keep the radius constant if the speed varies during turns. We see it is dropping, and this new logic ensures that the plane stays on the track as it should. Now in this turn there was a small issue. It is corrected by now as well. And roughly at this point I have changed to the basic autopilot modes in order to fly an ILS approach to this runway. If I engage the air traffic control feature at the right moment, now.
This is FlightZoomer 1. Contact Street Cross City approach.
FlightZoomer 1, this is Street Cross City approach, turn left 290 degrees, descent and maintain 500, expect vectors ILS runway 08.
Roger, turn left 290, descent 500 meter, expect vectors ILS runway 08, FlightZoomer 1.
I have now engaged the air traffic control feature again in sync with how it was in the real flight. We are on heading 290 now and reducing the altitude to 500.
FlightZoomer 1, turn left 240 degrees.
Turn left 240 degrees, FlightZoomer 1.
That's another improvement for version 2.1, is that the approach calculation of the approach pattern has been optimized quite a bit. The result is a more realistic and much more compact approach pattern, especially during the downwind and the base of the approach. We are now turning to the base. And here we will then capture the localizer.
FlightZoomer 1, turn left 110 degrees, you are cleared for ILS runway 08, report when established.
Turn left 110, cleared for ILS runway 08, FlightZoomer.
We are now very close to capture the localizer. We are still below the glide slope, But that's another significant improvement. It's now possible to capture the glide slope not only from below, and if already aligned with the runway, you can capture the glide slope basically from everywhere, in flying in any direction from above or from the base. It does not matter anymore. Now the descent will begin. In the last video with version 2.0 we have seen that I missed the center line quite a bit, and the improved following of straight legs now ensures that we are much closer this time to the runway, which is here. I also have reconfigured my navigation database so that the landing strip elevation no longer is so very close to the ground. I have some safety buffer now between the road and my aircraft. So that was it. We have reached the destination. Maybe we can have for a short moment a look at the Excel file, which is automatically generated. It's the flight log basically. This statistic data is generated automatically, the speeds, the most important parameters, average, minimum, maximum. The block time was 7 minutes 50 seconds, battery information, and so on. Here are all the records of the flight. Here is an altitude chart, cruise altitude, ILS capturing altitude, the speed 30 during the LNAV phase and half then for the final approach, pitch, bank, vertical speed, voltage, current. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this flight. Thanks for watching. See you next time.